Oh boy. All right, you know, I'm really glad Remothered was like 5 minutes underestimate, because this is genuinely one of the worst video games I've ever played in my life. This game is awful. I routed the whole thing, and my god, it's just an affront to everything. Also, to thank Big Bad Game-a-thon for taking this piece of gold, I'm going to turn on something special. So, back in the day, certain games in the... Also, I'm Ecdycis, I'm the guy from the last game. The last game was the Citizen Kane of Gaming, Remothered. This game is like, the Catwoman of gaming. But going to this game, there's the weird quirk that PlayStation 1 games back in the day didn't often have memory cards. What they used instead was a continue function with a password save. So, the password save actually features some weird cheat codes. For the speedrun, we are allowed to use anything we've unlocked, and we're also allowed to use a special one. I'm just going to tell you the name of this cheat code. It's called Giraffe Mode. I would have offered it for a donation incentive, but I don't think Big Bad Game-a-thon does that. I think it's a celebration of awful games, and this is definitely going to be a celebration. I'm going to include cutscenes in this, because realistically, I'm not going to lie to you. I have PB'd massively with cutscenes and without. They don't seem to have any actual effect of how good the run goes. How does the run go? Bad. That's it. It's just bad. And yeah, I showed Flannel Cat Stickman mode before the game began, and oh boy. And yeah, this is the PlayStation 1 version. I can talk about why I'll be a bit better later. Anyway, if you've never seen this game, well, I'm sorry. Before I begin, though, I'll wait for this. By the way, that guy's name is Spider Monkey. Anyway, right before the beginning of this, why the voice is so quiet, I could turn it up a wee bit if we need be, but they're just kind of quiet as well. But I do want to give a special shout out for a friend of mine who got me into this game by the name of Banereeker. Without them, I would never have routed this. Anyway, this is the Crow City of Angels, and this is Giraffe Mode. What Giraffe Mode does is it makes all the characters have really long necks, and it also extends our main character's mullet. So, Giraffe Mode. Anyway, but you're wondering, how does a game like The Crow work? Well, it's a 3D beat-em-up, based on the Crow IP. It's not based on the original Crow movie with Brandon Lee. It's based on the one, City of Angels, which was the sequel, because Brandon Lee died. But going back into this game and kind of being able to talk about how it works, you need to kill every single enemy in the game to progress. This is a cheat code. Does it do anything? It just makes their necks long. That has no actual bearing on the game. By the way, I hope you enjoy that line, "Hey Clownface," and other fun lines. You're only going to be hearing those. I don't actually know how many times I've heard the phrase, "Hey Clownface," at this point in my life, but it's way more than I ever thought it would be. The best move to do is a spinning lariat kick. The reason why is because it gives you more range, it has the chance to possibly double hit, and they're more likely to walk into it. This is absolutely the best move to do. You're going to be hearing, "Hey Clownface, eat veal," and other fun hits as we see. Now you're wondering, hey, why don't you pick up a weapon? Weapons do less damage than the kicks and the punches. They can block weapons. We'll get into a certain type of weapon we can get later, but for right now, while we're in the bar, we're just going to be using this, while they call us Clownface. Hey Clownface. By the way, if I ever have to do face cam for a game like this, and I guess anything, I kind of want to wear the Crow makeup, because it seems like a fun idea. Also, this guy's just sort of, chilling. There he is, okay. Also, if you get too close, they do this headbutting, chest-butting thing, and they'll just say "bruh" to each other. I don't know why. It's just how it goes. Further going into the game, you might be wondering, what are those tiny masks? The masks are how you heal. The only way you can heal in this game is by picking up the mask. So there's tiny masks throughout the whole game are going to be the only means to heal. I bet you're wondering, oh, does this game have like a checkpoint or a life system? No. If those three bars of health on the top left run out, I game over. The only way to continue is by using level codes. Sometimes they come up, sometimes they don't. So for the speedrun rule set, I allow the usage of any code that you would have unlocked. So you, they'll teleport you to certain levels, and you generally know when it happens. So like right now we're in the bar, the next level will be the boat, or the pier, and then later on you have the boat. So for any of those level checkpoints, you're allowed to use that if you want to run this game. Again, the best strategy is just wait. The enemies are kind of hard to find. Also, a few other fun things are still in the beginning of the game. One, this game moves in tank controls. So it's a 3D beat 'em up with tank controls. Two, you can run by holding down triangle and he does that little trot. But three, and more importantly, if you get into range of an enemy, you're forced to walk. You'll kind of see he gets into a battle stance. Yeah, I can't get out of that. You're kind of forced into that at a certain range. And if you try getting away, you have to walk like this. There's no running until you get out of range. So, how do you get out of range? You do a backflip, and that tends to do the job. How do you do a backflip? You push back twice. Does the game tell you this? No. Not at all. From my understanding, you can also grab. I accidentally grab people in this game. I don't know how to consistently do it. There's also something called crow powers. I've never used them. In addition, sometimes the crow will caw. From what I've looked up, if the crow is cawing, all the enemies in the area have beefed up because you're taking too long. So, how do you all feel about the game so far? Good? Bad? Solid? What I've been telling people, of all the video games in the world, this is one of them. There we go. Alright, walk into these kicks. Good! Well, thank you. Better than the movie. You know, that's not entirely false, though. There we go, perfect. Wait, there's still a guy? Who's oh, you're left. Okay, that's good, that's good. Come here. Oh, there's two guys. Also, if you knock someone down, you can then, stomp on their twig and berries. That actually does a lot of damage and works on every character in the game if you knock them down. Which I'll kind of get more into that when we get to boss fights, because that comes in real handy there. Oh, I love this game, Bona Malkov. I actually routed the whole game. What happened was, I mentioned in the beginning, I have a friend who is unfortunately no longer with us. They recommended me to play the Crow City of Angels for the longest time. One day I actually did it, and this was the funniest game I think I've ever played in my life. I knew immediately when I played this game, I wanted to submit it to Big Bad Game-a-thon and for AGDQ. So, we'll see what happens with that. Anyway, now we're getting introduced to a new mechanic in this game. It's guns. How do guns work? Well, they shoot you, and you can also pick them up. Also, if you didn't know it, alright, so the guns in the game are very accurate. Whenever a gun hits the ground or is thrown, it explodes. So if you're wondering, what was that explosion? I kicked him and he hit the ground, so the gun then exploded. That's how all guns work, right? I think so. Oh, so if you hear the bird squawking and flashing in the top middle, that means there's more to... Enemies hit harder, apparently, according to what I read. But yeah, we're actually going to be getting guns later in the game, and it's going to make the run a lot safer and faster for me. Alright, so now we're outside on the pier. We're going to be fighting what I call the ska guys. I think they're supposed to be junkies, because they keep saying, I need it, in a very desperate voice. But they look like they play trumpet in a real Big Fish cover band, because they're wearing jorts and like a weird Hawaiian shirt. And I don't really understand why everyone wants to fight the Crow. I actually don't know. I really wish I had that answer. I'm not sure. And yeah, Giraffe Mode is a programmable mode they added to this game. Also, if you ever get lost, there's little crows on the ground that tell you where to go. How do you know where to go? The little crows will tell me. Don't worry about it. You know, like all things alike, if you're ever confused on what to do, look at the ground. You might find drawings of crows that will tell you where to go. Anyway, here are the dock workers. You have the white guys and the black guys. Why do I differentiate them? The white guys will say, eat veal. The black guys will say, aw yeah. That is the only difference between the two. That is the only functional difference. One says eat veal, the other tells you, oh yeah. And that's it. We're gonna be fighting a lot of guys, and that's the only difference. I don't even know why they would make a model change. I guess it adds diversity to this game, but it's such a weird difference on just eat veal and oh yeah. You'll hear it, trust me, you'll hear it. If the audio is quiet as well on the voices, I can turn it up. Here we go. Let's see how many oh yeahs we get.
Oh yeah.
There's one. I love the oh yes so much, by the way. There we go. Greatest fighting. There he is. Also, if you're in a position like this, backflip. These are also some very questionable camera angles. Alright, good, good, good. Good. By the way, it's funny because once you beat the first boss, it says level 1 complete, but the first level is actually the bar. Now we're on the pier. And then when you get to the boat, that's like 3 levels in 1 level, but the game only tells you level 1, but they have cheat codes for every level in the game, and I don't know why. It's very confusing. Alright, now we're introduced to the actual concept of guns. Because not only are guns usable by enemies, I can use guns. Here's how it's gonna work. There's gonna be a gun coming up. I actually want to pick it up really quickly, because guns in this game are really powerful and deadly. They hit really hard in the end game. So, I actually want to duck down. So, this game's actually rock, paper, scissors. Guns beat melee, melee beats crouching, and guns beat... Oh, there it is. Eat steel. Eat veal. Anyway, guns hit really hard. And the downside of the gun is that the gun will explode if it hits the ground by any margin. So if I hit the ground whatsoever, they throw me. I just hit it for whatever reason. The gun explodes. That's all guns do. I think they are trying to say eat steel, but it sounds like eat veal. And I don't know why. So, your time save is really dependent on how long can you make a gun last. There's 3 guns in this game. 4. Pistols, shotguns, machine guns, and grenade launchers. All the guns hit the same. They really don't matter what you get. That's all that matters. Now, but you're wondering, what happens when you run out of ammo? Great question. You throw the gun, and it blows up. As all guns do. Does the gun have ammo? It does! And when you run out, you can either use it as a melee weapon, or you can throw it. And if you throw it, it explodes. Alright, so that should be good there. Here's a skip I found, by the way. So you can pick up these boxes, and all these boxes explode, so that's deadly, but you can backflip over them. And running right about there, there we go. Oh yeah, like, guns will murder you in this game. Like, there are parts, many parts where you'll just straight up die. Also, I want this grenade launcher, because the grenade launcher is one of the best weapons in the game by far. When it works. Keyword, when it works. You may notice I'm not using it. If you're wondering why, there are 3 propane tanks in front of me. And if any of those blow up, I die. Or I don't die, but I lose, like, pretty much all my bars. So I'm just gonna kick them until the next... Oh, there it is. Well, that worked out. Okay, I'm glad I didn't fall down. I'm very... Oh, that was a mask, by the way. Hold on. Give me that mask. Oh, it's gone. Alright, back to the strategy. Come here. Walk into this. Walk into it. Walk into it. Come on. There we go. What a great combat system. Alright, so now I have the gun. We're all out of enemies. We're going to be climbing up a ladder. And let me show you how powerful the grenade launcher is. Game. Thank you. So that's the crow sound I was talking about. If you take too long, that will happen, and then enemies power up. Okay, so I'm going to fire a grenade. He's dead. All right, time to learn a new mechanic. We're gonna go right here. And this is the only time in the game you deal with this whole idea. You have to avoid electricity while it grinds on this rail, and it's really hard to see. If you can't see it, I can barely see it. It does a minimal amount of damage. The way to move forward is by holding up on the D-pad. You'll almost always get hit at least once. Going right moves you to the bottom one, and going left moves you to the top one. This is the only time I'll be doing this mechanic in the whole game. To go over this vat of acid, I guess. I hope you enjoyed that. That's the only time that happens. Anyway, back to guns.
Oh, yeah.
Alright, so the gun backfired. That's what tends to happen with the grenade launchers. And there's also two ways to counter a gun. The other way to counter a gun is you just get up close and personal and start chest bumping them. It seems to work quite well. I don't need to worry about these guns because there will be a shotgun coming up in a few floors. Oh, yeah. Alright, let's see how many eat veals we get.
Eat veal.
There we go. And you can kind of see why I mentioned the lariat works. There are other attacks, like there's a shoulder or a hand slap. And while they're not bad attacks, the thing is the lariat just has a better hit radius. It can possibly hit twice, and it can, in theory, do up to half health. Also, every now and again, you might get other attacks while just holding down the button, so where they're just going to be better than anything else. So very often, lariat's going to be your best friend. As well, it keeps the enemies away from you. It's fast. There are points where you don't want to use the lariat. Like, if you're really close to chest bumping, or this knee in the crotch is pretty effective. But the general idea is you don't want to eat hits, and you want to be distributing as many hits as possible. Also, you have a bit of a dodge with the lariat, so it makes it even better. There we go. Oh, there we go. Also, all damage is RNG, and I can't explain why it works. I've had times where I've beaten this really fast, and like, you know, I kind of mentioned like all cutscene speedruns have gotten world record, while really good runs haven't, because sometimes I just play the game and I get really good damage portions, and other times I play it and... there you go. Other times there's more eat eels, that too. See? Eat eels, eat veal, eat steel. Eat eels. Ah, yes. Alright, so we're gonna be getting a gun again. Strategy gun. Oh, God! Well...
Eat steel.
He had a strategy of gun. Now the strategy is kick. A lot of this is making it up as it goes. This is kind of what I mentioned, the whole rock, paper, scissors thing, though. They try to melee you if you're, you know, crouching. Oh, you have a knife. Don't shoot me. Come on, come on, come here, come here. Oh yeah, fun fact, enemies can shoot each other. So, if you're wondering about enemy damage, yeah, they can actually hit each other too. Hey, there's the exploding mass. Perfect. Alright, so my health is really low and I'm a bit concerned, but hopefully that won't be an issue. There we go. Alright, he dropped a mass, thank God. Alright, normally you'd want that shotgun for the whole portion here, but they immediately broke my gun. That's how a lot of the game goes. Hey, I have a gun, and then they knock you down, and then you don't have a gun anymore. But it's no worries for the Crow and his series of spinning lariats. Alright, good. I need that health. Good. Also, some people ask why I didn't play on the Genesis. From my knowledge, the Genesis apparently is just slower in general, and it has worse systems for the game somehow. I don't know how, but apparently the PlayStation port's somehow superior to the Genesis port. I didn't know that until one other runner wanted to try doing it on the Genesis and told me that it's awful.
Eat steel.
There we go. Alright, so I'm going into the next boss with okay health, although I really wish I had more. Oh, the Saturn? I might be thinking of the Saturn. I might be thinking of the Saturn version. Sorry, I'm thinking of the Saturn version. Sorry about that. Yeah, that version. The Sega one. And Sega follows me on Twitter, and I don't know the difference of their consoles. Oh, no. There we go. Okay, so I go in with 2 full bars. That's gonna be nice. All right, time for our first boss fight. Here's Spider Monkey. Now, how does boss fight work? They give you new kicks. New kicks can knock people down much easier, and they're kung fu fighting kicks. I don't know why. You just get advanced kicks. 2, you can no longer run. We trade the ability to do cool kicks with the ability to run, so I've lost it entirely. As well, any weapons you take into this section are gone, and now you can see jump kicks like that. All right, there we go. Good strategy. Do a jump kick, and then you try to knock him down. As always, though, the lariat is our friend, and then we also want to stomp on him. Like so. Good. I'm not kidding, by the way. You can't run here at all anymore. Also, for a lot of crow fighting, it's like, you ever look at like middle schoolers fight, like maybe back when you were a kid, and like you see the people like punching the air the whole time and like just doing fancy moves? That's kind of how crow fighting works. For a good while, it's gonna be people doing random jumps trying to hit each other without any actual success. Also, enemies can stomp me while I'm on the ground too. They have some pretty meaty attacks. Backflipping is still an option. Spider Monkey's deadliest attack is a weird thing where he hops on his hands and kicks you a bunch of times with little feet. That's like little feetsies kicks, and it's really weird. We'll see if he does it. That one. That's his deadliest attack. You like the boss? Alright, step on him. Good. Generally, though, you sort of hold down the lariat. They're not really good at handling the lariat. As well, you kind of stun lock them, too. Alright, almost done. Also, like I mentioned, RNG damage values. So sometimes the bosses end almost immediately. Other times, they don't. This is actually one of the longer fights I've had with this guy. Because I'm just not getting a lot of damage out. But we're actually on pace. Like, we're not on a bad pace right now. We're on marathon pace. Oh, wait, maybe. Oh, God. I don't know why I said that out loud. Spider Monkey might take this back around. Oh, wait, maybe not. Alright, he's dead. He killed him off screen. The crow. Great camera angles in this game. Also, here's like the level 1 complete. It just pops up. Level 1 complete. So there's like the password. Sometimes it pops up, sometimes it doesn't. This is the tomb. By the way, that's a Callie. If you're wondering, what's her nickname? You had Spider Monkey. What's Callie's name? Great question. According to the back of the box, Callie's name is, and I'm saying this is from the back of the box, Callie the Ninjutsu Death Bitch. That's her full name. Anyway, you see these skulls? They're all grenades. Every single skull is a grenade. Also, that guy has a grenade launcher. Now, why do I not like grenade launcher enemies? They tend to fire point-blank range at you. They don't care that they would kill them as well. They just fire for the sake of firing. They're really deadly. So they're kind of enemy number 1 you want to try to kill. Because even if they kill other enemies for me, it doesn't matter because they're firing a grenade launcher. By the way, he's about to fire it. Even if you duck, they try to fire it, in fact. So I have to make sure not only does he not kill himself, he doesn't kill me either. Enemies also do have ammo, so that's actually a solid thing for us. We're also playing a little bit down right now, because normally you would want a checkpoint just so you can get your health back, but we're gonna keep it going right now. I think we'll be fine. There we go. Yeah, anyone using grenade launchers in this game is horrifying. They're absolutely the worst enemies. Like, you're pretty much always gonna be dead. Speaking of which, on explosives, oh yeah, it's in the back of the box. I'm not even kidding. Like, I read the box. Here's Molotovs, and there's a guy in a bomb vest. That always happens. What's the strategy for this room? Don't die. That's your strategy. Also, our clown face friends are back. Walk into it. Come on. Fell for the oldest trick in the book. Come on. Boom. Oldest trick in the book. Uh-oh, hold on, duck. Oh god, so... Well, it didn't do any damage to me, so that's nice. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Alright, it worked. Although I kind of really need a health drop, so, you wanna drop one for me, buddy? Come on. Also, if you're wondering, are the enemies RNG on their spawns? No, you'll always get the same amount of enemies in the game. You always get the same types and the same amount. So, there is kind of a knowledge in which enemies you need to fight. But what is RNG is health drops. Health drops are 100% RNG. How is a PC release? Never tried it. I'm actually kind of terrified it'll brick my computer. Anyway, back to the strat. We're going to do some flips. Alright, so that guy just killed himself. Good, good. Well, I don't know why he did that, but I'll take it. And now I have a shotgun. So the cool thing about the Crow is not only does everything suck for you, everything also sucks for the enemies. They absolutely can kill each other. So the favorite thing to do in this game is wait them out and just pop. Like, shotguns are great because you wait and then nope. Come here. Come on. I need that mask though, hold on.
He's mine. He's mine.
Oh god, my gun! That's fine. You know what? It worked out. Oh, hold on, I gotta do my little scoot. There's a gun in this... Oh, you have a gun. That's fine. You're backing me up a little bit. I can see. So, you might see me one... Oh, he has a gun. He has a gun. Alright, you have a gun. Alright, good, good, good. Keep doing your melee gun. Don't shoot. Well, I guess thank you for shooting him. Okay. Alright, come here. Come here. Duck. Turn around. Alright, they have two guns. That's fine. I might actually be able to do something fancy here. Cool. Really fancy. Is this cannon? Yes. Perfect. Run out of ammo, lad. How much ammo do you got? Oh, you're out of ammo. Alright, he's out of ammo. He threw the gun at me. You ever hear the phrase, throw the book at him? It's kind of like that, but with gun. Alright, there you are. Are you cool, buddy? There you go. Oh my god. Alright, good news. I've gotten through one of the hardest rooms in the game entirely gunless and low health. This is still a deathless run. Oh yeah, it's amazing, isn't it? Yeah, this is the Crow City of Angels. So, by the way, we haven't even talked about the plot of the game yet. The plot of the game for the Crow City of Angels is that, Los Angeles gang murdered you and your son, so you're channeling the spirit of vengeance to kill everyone who wronged you. which involves, I guess, everyone in Los Angeles who also has giraffe necks. My favorite part about the giraffe mode is that his mullet also extends down. It really wouldn't be the same. Also, for dangerous Los Angeles gang members, they put the most vicious symbol, which is the power symbol, on their jackets. Because, you know, that's a terrifying gang symbol right there. When you see the PC power symbol. That's what these enemies are supposed to be. They're supposed to be gang members in a tomb. But they just sort of have, power symbols on their jackets. I don't know if that was, meant to be threatening, but I guess it kind of is. The cheat code I use is called giraffe mode. It gives you no benefit, it just makes everyone's necks really long. By the way, if you're wondering, it doesn't change the hitboxes at all. The hitboxes are actually somehow worse, I think, with giraffe mode on. Oh yeah, I can show Stickman mode. I can do that one. I can show Stickman mode at the end of this, because Stickman mode is quite literally the sleep paralysis demon. And I don't want to do that because it's actually hard. No, normally the heads are normal. We'll actually be able to see the normal heads in the run, because, fun fact, so I'm playing this on a PlayStation 2. This is official hardware. Why am I mentioning that? Because every time I've played this game with giraffe mode, there's a level in the end of the game that will crash my PlayStation. I've never had my console crash so actively, but there's one level that will actually crash if you have giraffe mode on. So since I turned on giraffe mode, I'm willingly losing time for the meme, because I'm going to have to quit to main menu, remove the giraffe mode cheat, and then go re-input the level code, which is actually pretty, like, it's pretty easy, but still. Alright, I got one. There's also an awkward entry, because you have to go, like, right and then left. It's really weird. Alright, so we have a gunfight right now.
Sacrifice.
Duck down.
On your knees.
Also, now enjoy sacrifice and on your knees. So now we have the Uzi, or the machine gun. How does it work? He unloads an entire clip in front of him. It doesn't matter on distance, but this will happen. He always unloads the entire clip. He's never heard of one shot, or gun efficiency. He will always unload the entire clip, every time. Also, aiming is awkward. Good. Don't kick me yet. Oh god, it kicked me. That's fine. I'll have to make it a little bit further. Alright, so another grenade launcher. Do not fire that. Do not fire that. Thank you. Grenade launchers are just pray and hope it works.
Sacrifice. On your knees.
By the way, if you're wondering, yes, grenades can sometimes hover around an enemy too. Oh my god. That's fine. Well, they're coming towards me. Good. I'm really glad the enemies also can kill each other. Alright, good. Hold on, I have to play safe. Let's do this. Flip. Come on. Come on. Alright, right there. Oh, I might be dead. I might be dead. If I die, it's okay. Oh, risky. Risky. I'm dead. There it is. Is the game over? He goes into a bright light. It's alright. I can actually just, we're at the tomb. This isn't that bad. Let's see. Oh, we're at the tomb. I think we're at tomb. I can double check really quick. Oh no, we're at grave. We're at grave. I have to go back. So I'm going down to tomb. I was at grave. There's like 3 levels that are part of this, because tomb is the beginning. I wanted grave. It is. These are the codes that you normally get by playing the game, so I've already unlocked these levels. Now hold on, grave. There. So you would naturally be getting these codes as you play through the game. I don't know where you're supposed to find all of them, but I know they give you at least the beginning of each level, like the tomb. There we go. So you start back here. It's not that bad. It's a minor bit of loss, but I kind of expected it. That's also why I put set for 125. As I got a couple like 112s during practice, but yeah, the crow goes about as well as you expect it to, and without any health refreshing whatsoever, that's actually really good. Normally, I want a lot more health going into this, and now we can do a lot more hunting right now because I don't have to worry about health. You ever wonder why they added giraffe mode? My guess is that they probably accidentally programmed this during initial coding, and they're like, you know what? Keep it in, it's funny. And they're like, yeah, sure. I kind of like this mode. I think giraffe mode is hilarious. I wish more video games did this. Yeah, more games need giraffe. Are you cool, buddy? Come here. Hey, come here. There we go. Hold on, can I... Are they coming? What are you doing? What are you doing? You know what? This works. Maybe. Maybe. Where am I? Where? What? Alright, I can go around. There we go. We figured it out. It took us all a moment to figure out what was happening there. We figured it out. You see, now I'm happy my remothered run went under estimate. 1, 2, 3. Come on. Alright, good. We haven't actually hit the hardest levels yet, so I'm hoping that's gonna go well. Alright, there we go. Also, I'd like to believe this is how giraffes actually fight in the zoo. If you get a herd of giraffes, this is how they kind of settle dominance. Just lariat kicks and bumping heads with each other and saying, bruh. That's how it goes, right? I like, too, because it's straight up called giraffe mode. There's also another mode, which I'll be showing at the end of the run. You know, if Marathon staff does allow me, because it'll be funny. And that's called Stickman mode. Alright, now we're back. Aren't giraffes very aggressive? If I've learned anything from this game, yes.
On your knees.
Alright, good. Your turn. Alright, good. Good. I can actually take your ammo, too, I think. Or your gun. There we go. Alright, time to die. Good. Okay, what I actually like to do, though, is I like to get rid of that, and I like to... Oh, well, that worked. Alright, give me the grenade launcher and fire it immediately, please.
Sacrifice.
Well, we traded blows, but you know what? That worked out. Also, if you're wondering what that scooting is, this game has a neat thing. If you hold down X, you will pick up an item that's near you. I don't know why that works, but it will hone in on items and pick up whatever's closest to you. It doesn't matter how far you're away. It will just sort of do it.
Sacrifice.
Oh, my gun! He sacrificed my gun. Alright, there we go. Alright, now we're back on track. By the way, it was literally just one fight that I was like, those last two guys. Alright, now we're on the church. We're one screen away. I technically could have checkpointed the church, but that wouldn't feel right, you know? And funny enough, this is where all my practice went into. The church is awful. If you're wondering why the church is awful, everyone has machine guns. We're kind of hitting the point of the game where every single enemy is going to manage to get a gun. The way we're going to want to do this is, I usually like to go left first or right first. We can go right. As long as they don't fall, we're fine. Okay, they drop mask, that's good. I'm gonna guard the gun right there. I want that gun guarded because I don't want anyone picking it up. By the way, shared resources exist in this game. So not only can I pick up guns off the ground, enemies can pick up guns I can pick up. If it exists on the ground, anyone in the game can pick it up. So very often, whenever I get rid of a gun, I want to, you know, throw it away and then just get a new gun immediately, because it's going to allow me to not have to worry about the arms race. Haha, get it? Okay, so why is the church so hard? That seemed rather easy. Remember how I mentioned this game does weird things like throwing challenges at you that you'll never do again? What if I told you, and yes, the main character is the crow. What if I told you that this game had platforming? A tank-controlled 3D beat-em-up has platforming.
On your knees.
I don't know how many, because I did hear this game was done for the Kuso runs. This game did happen. This game has platforming. Also, I'm out of ammo. Perfect. And the platforming has no direction on how to figure out. I also want to mention that once we get there, every time I mess it up, I lose a full bar of health. It doesn't matter how much health you have. You could have not taken a single hit up to this point. If you miss even one of the jumps, you lose a full bar of health. Now, how do you jump? Well, we're going to be swinging on that chandelier. There are 3. And, it's awkward. That's really the best way I can put it. The way it works is when moving, you have to hold up left. When grabbing, you have to hold square and square and X. If you hold either of the other buttons, you immediately die. I don't know why. That looked easy. Trust me, it's not. If you try holding directions and also holding square and X, you fall. If you try holding the grab while jumping, you fall. If you've ever done it casually, it's so awful, and I got it first try. And, like, I think, like, someone from Big Bad Game-a-thon actually watched me while I was de-rusting this, and, like, I died, like, 8 times. I was like, oh god, this is awful. I had to actually watch a Let's Play online to figure that out, because the game gives you no indication of how that's supposed to work. So not only do you have to hold down the direction, you also, once you land on the chandelier, you then have to swap over to X and square. So like my directions are like up left on my D-pad, and then the moment I touch the chandelier, I swap over to X and square. And then once I jump again, and he immediately goes, I go from X and square to up left. If any of these chain, GG. Also, get rid of you. The staff is a good weapon. Hey! You threw the knife at me.
Sacrifice.
Alright. Eat staff. I whiffed it entirely. My god. Yeah, it's really rough. I feel bad. I think this is the area where most people quit casually, and they don't even get to the hardest parts of the game. The game gets somehow worse. Alright, come on. It is well played. So, beyond that door is going to be our second boss fight, the Ninjutsu Death Bitch. Kylie, or Kaylee? I don't even remember her name. I just remember her tag name. What's her special power? Well, she turns invisible. Remember, you can't run, by the way. And, you're about to see the best camera angle ever for fighting. This camera angle, while she's invisible, very often is what you end up with. Because I can't go much further. And, it's awful. I hope you enjoy it. Best strategy, once again, throw out the lariats. She's really not as deadly as Spider Monkey, oddly enough, although she can 100-0 you if you're not careful. Or we got the better angle, thank God. I'm really not kidding when I kind of joke with the whole middle school style of fighting, where you just kind of throw things and hope to God they connect. She's actually going down really quick, which I'm glad, because, you know, even though I had my trouble in the tomb, this is probably one of the best fights I've ever had here.
Pleasure in pain.
Almost got her. Hold on. Got her. She's down. What a cool kick to do it, too. We've done it. She's been giraffed. She did say pleasure and pain. By the way, speaking of pleasure and pain, all the next bosses, all the next enemies, set of enemies, we have the sacrifice, we have the gang members. Now we're on the level's called Day of Dead. How do you celebrate Day of the Dead? It's a fun holiday. I celebrate with my family. According to the Crow City of Angels, everyone wears BDSM outfits. In downtown Los Angeles, this is how it goes. Everyone just sort of rocking BDSM outfits for Day of the Dead. Oh, sorry, Day O Dead. It is the legally distinct holiday, apparently. Anyway, why does this level suck? Remember how I mentioned that anyone can pick up guns? There's like 8 guns littered around the map, and this is probably the largest enemy gauntlet in the entire game. Once again, I want to actually play defense this time and protect the guns I have. It's kind of hard to say where the enemies spawn. Sometimes they spawn in great positions, other times they just take your guns immediately. If that happens, you have to get rid of them immediately. The gun is no longer with you. It's gone. Shotguns also do proximity damage, so if you just get close, it's really fast to kill them if you wait. Alright. Some enemies also will show up with guns. When that happens, it's really easy. Just pop. Pop. There's also a grenade launcher, and it's RNG if I can get it or not. See, oh wow. I just noticed her there. That lady can take your grenade launcher if you're not lucky. It looks like she's not moving. I think she's stuck. Grenade launcher, that's fine. Come here. I think this guy brings his in. Alright, mask, good. I guess she's been here the whole time. Alright, well, time to die. Oh, I'm out of ammo, wow. You know what? Alright, please do not let anyone else get guns on beating her up. There we go, thank God. Alright, machine gun, oh my god. Just let me get that gun. It's right next to you. Come on, it's right there. Good. Alright, she has a gun though, so I have to be careful. Strategies for guns, once again, for anyone who may be just be coming in right now, there are 2. Also, dealing with camera angles. 2 strategies are 1, duck, 2, run, and immediately approach the enemy. If you get in melee range, they will actually try punching you with the gun. It's just sort of the way the game's programmed. It happens to you as well as a character. Alright. Also, you may not have noticed it, and I haven't really talked about it much, but this game actually does have ammo. The ammo can regenerate, believe it or not. What are you doing? How does ammo regenerate? There's little squares on the ground. They make a click sound when you pick them up. I think I should be good as long as you didn't grab what I need. Alright, I'm out of ammo. That's fine. But yeah, when I did this game casually and I tried routing the game, I think this was easily the worst section of the game. Day of Dead's also one of the longest just straight sections. Like, other levels are longer, but Day of Dead's one of the levels that's only Day of Dead. So, like, with Kaylee, with her, her level was like 3 levels. With this level, it's all 1 level. So Day of Dead lasts all the way until the boss. So we don't have a checkpoint. This is why it's kind of riskier. Also, did he pick up my grenade launcher? He did not. Okay, we're good. Get rid of you. Just casually get rid of the gun. You know how it goes. Oh god, please, please, please. Go up the ladder. Go up the ladder. Okay, did it. Going into the theoretical speedrunning in this game, though, could you break the game? I don't think you actually could. The only way you can move through levels is by beating every enemy. I don't know if there's actually a way to skip anything. Like, all the skips I found were more minor in the areas, which I actually have another skip coming up. Also, please aim at that guy. Well, he did. He just didn't aim right. All right, hold on. Maybe I can do 2 backflips. Let me out. Let me out. Let me out. Keep backflipping. Keep backflipping. All right, I think shoot. Well, you know what? It did kill them. It did kill them, I guess. And we still have a guy right here. I think my camera angles have to be the worst part of this game by far. It did work out. I'm just kind of worried with losing that whole bar, because I did really good in phase 1, and then I probably should have just kept the Uzi. Drop health, and it's worth it. You did. It's worth it. Good. Good, 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 good. Alright, so this portion's a bit rough. The reason why is because I believe everyone is going to have guns again, and you really need to make sure you're fast. So we're going to take the Uzi, and then immediately go for the ammo and duck down. They're going to take some time to come to me. Luckily, I'm in a position that's not going to be too bad. I want to wait for this guy first. Once he gets closer, I can pop him. Duck immediately. That won't hit me. I'm good. Shoot again. Good. Good. There will be a shotgun as well. She may have taken my shotgun. Oh my god, did you take my shotgun? I think she did. Well, it's not mine anymore, I guess. Another fun part about this game is that learning... Oh, and it's still... Okay, shotgun's still there. We're good. Learning how to fire the gun is way harder than it has any right to be. And if you're wondering what that means, like, the Uzi has... Why would you do that? I mean, I'm glad it worked out, but why would... Oh my god, I hate the enemies in this game so much. Alright, give me a shotgun. Come here. Alright, I think that's fine. Yep. But yeah, like, the Uzi for some reason goes left to right. It's the only gun that does that in the game, and I don't know why. Also, we're gonna run up to her immediately, because I do not want her to... There we go. Duck down. I really tried my best just to not get shot. And I think this is the major issue most people have with this game. Yeah, the spray and pray is awful with shooting, so that's why shotguns are actually the ideal weapon if you can get one. Also, shotguns are one of the only weapons in the game that can chain. The machine gun can chain, but the problem is the spray and pray sprays way too far left and right. With the shotgun, you can actually get really good just burst hits if they're close enough. And also, most enemies want to come towards you. So the duck and gun is really good. The only downside is you can't really do it for every room. You may see me get rid of the gun. It's just get a new gun immediately. And while it is a machine gun, it's still going to be better than the alternative because the shotgun only probably had maybe 1 to 2 bullets left, while this will probably give me a good clean 4 shots. Oh yeah, these guys say nighty-night, and I'm not sure. I guess they're tucking me into bed.
So obvious.
That's fine. Alright, dead. There we go. So those are your 2 options, really, for anyone playing this game. Now, I don't know why you'd be playing this game casually. In fact, I kind of recommend you don't, but if you end up playing this game, I hope these tips help you out. It took me a lot of work to get this. Their heads are stretchy because it is a cheat code called Giraffe Mode. It offers us 0 benefit, but it's funny, and it does make me laugh. Alright, we're actually approaching the next boss. Day of Dead's really easy once you kind of get inside the bar, because most of the enemies don't spawn with guns anymore. Surprisingly enough, you might notice a recurring pattern here. A lot of the early game levels are actually harder than late game levels, because, like, Tomb, it's all explosives and guns. Church, it's all guns, but, like, later, once we get to the club, it's really easy, because the club is entirely melee. And guess what happens with melee? Oh, they all have knives and swords? You know what? It really doesn't matter because my kick extends out further than a sword. Imagine trying to fight a sword with a lariat. That's the Crow City of Angels way. Yes, I actually do need to disable the cheat, but that'll be once you hit the tower. I have no idea why my timer turned red, by the way. I don't know what splits these are covering, but apparently I'm now losing time. I guess these things happen to the best of us. Alright, I'm going into full health in the boss fight now. This boss fight's gonna be more like the same. This guy can actually have a fun glitch I found. He can stay permanently put on a table and he won't actually attack you. It's hard to get. I've got it once on accident. That's gonna be the nature of this game.
Oh yeah?
And he's gonna say, oh yeah. Oh wait, did I get it? No. But he's not being really aggressive. Alright, well, it's working. Yeah, he kind of just shakes his hand at you. And it doesn't really do anything. There we go. We're getting decent damage. This will be fun. Alright, good. Let's keep going. A second song. Hey, the music in this game is top notch. Alright, keep kicking. Keep kicking. Oh, wow, he punched me. And then he stomped. Oh, wow. That was like a full knee stomp, too. It wasn't even like a minor stomp. Also, if you're wondering, how do you do those really wild, crazy kicks? I don't know. It just sort of happens. Oh, I got the glitch. I got it. Okay. Well, I had it for a bit. But you can get it so he's just permanently doing that hand thing. Okay. The lariat's paying off. That was really good. Okay, he's dead. So you heard like 5 hits at once? That's why we do the lariat. There's the Peepo-Rama. It really does, doesn't it? It just sort of happens.
Nothing personal, sport. Guess you were in the wrong place at the wrong time.
God, I love the PS1 face, by the way. Alright, so now we're at the club. It is Sting. This actually has a neat strat. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pick up the Uzi, and then I'm going to go right about here. I'm then going to duck down. These two will try to approach me. And then once they do, well, I can just shoot. I don't know what this guy's doing. You cool, buddy? Well, I guess it'll work out. There he is. Alright, he finally did it. There, it worked out. I don't know what he was doing, but that's okay. Alright, so now I'm gonna go on an ammo run. I don't really need to worry about the guys anymore. I have shotgun. They have, well, human skin. I love the Hey Clown face so much, by the way. Alright, there we go. Like, I want to make a clown emote solely just because of the Hey Clown face. Alright, now the cool part about Club, Wise City of Giraffes, it's a cheat code that we turned on because it's funnier. That was Iggy Pop, you might be right. Anyway, the thing with the Club, no enemies are going to have weapons anymore. I mean, they'll have knives, but I have a shotgun. And since I picked up ammo, it's going to last me a few rooms, which makes it really laughably easy. And while, like, I think I'm, like, near the, like, there's, like, one level after this, or one set of levels. Yeah, it was intentional. It's not really going to be a big deal, though, because watch. Oh, no, he has a bat. Whatever will I do? He has a sword. Oh, well, I guess it worked. You know what beats sword? Kicking. Every single time. Don't you dare bring a sword to a kick fight. Come here. Nice and easy. The pure champion. My favorite part will always be, once again, not only does our mullet extend back, all mullets extend back. I can't move. What a weird angle. There we go. Oh my god. Sometimes you just get stuck in the ground. It happens more frequently than you expect. He only knows about leg day. We can also take the sword, but we attack like this, which is why I don't use it. This is how useful the sword is, just to kind of show you. And that's why we don't use the sword, or any melee weapons. Because for some reason, he only does that swing. And that swing is awful. The best usage of melee weapons I can actually show you, though. Because they do have a use, it's just not a very good use.
Just one fix.
The use? You throw them. That's it. You throw the sword at them. Also, this man's squat position is horrifying. Just look at him squat for a second. That's how you shatter your knees, by the way. They go down so hard. Remember, if you're doing proper squats, you need to go down slow. You can't just drop your knees. That's how you break them. Like, your knees will genuinely pop in the worst way imaginable if you do that. By the way, we've quite literally been maybe roundhousing or lariating for about an hour now, I think. That's what this run's all about. Lariats. It's a good kick. Alright, so I actually don't want to have a weapon going into this next area, because I think there is a set of gun people, but they're really easy to deal with. But there are guns. Sorry I lied to you a bit. But the way to beat the guns is that there's a gun right when I spawn in. So I can just do this and duck. And we get the nighty nights again. And once again, wait for them to be close and pop, 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 pop. Alright, the guns are now done. He said nighty night when I meant nighty night. And then we wait. Very easy. Although I don't know why he keeps wasting the ammo afterward. Alright, is that gun or... Yeah, it's gun. Let's take that. Gun. Alright, now there shouldn't really be a lot of guns left. The club's one of the more confusing levels to me just because the pacing is kind of awkward. Like, every time I think the boss is about to arrive, I'm like, oh no, now the boss is coming. Oh no, now the boss is coming. Also, I would say this is probably one of the harder bosses in the game, funny enough. Actually, this boss is going to be a bit awkward. The reason why is because he's the first boss who has a weapon. Well, we don't get a weapon. I mean an actual weapon, not like the useless knives. Yeah, your gun. Alright, I think it's the next one. It's not this one, but the one after that. Well, let's see. Alright, this is the boss room. I guess when it's happening, but if it's not, then I don't think it is. I think it's boss 1 after this. Nope, that's the boss. Okay, so we duck down immediately, and then I flip after turning around.
Sorry, sport.
That works 100% of the time. You may have noticed, I got bombed. I didn't take any damage, but I did get closer to the enemy. That is an actual trick that I discovered for this game. Why is it a trick? Iggy Pop's guitar launches explosive rockets. Meaning, if you get any range on him, he will fire explosives at you. Explosives can potentially take out an entire health bar. So, the best strategy is to get right on him and chest bump him until he dies. Also, for bosses, punching can actually be quite good. But the problem is, with some bosses, punching is a bit hard to hit. So, once again, whenever you lose your range, just duck and flip. So that's why kicking is the general move here. And then making sure you actually keep up the range. But that's actually the most important part of this whole fight. It is absolutely necessary that you land that backflip. You don't take damage, and then you also make sure that you can actually get the distance close. I've done this casually. I remember coming into this room full bar of health, and then I immediately lost because, wow, he exploded me, and I wasn't ready for that. It's a lot of people, and explosives are kind of one of the only weapons that ducking isn't the best option. Alright, good fight out of the way. That worked really well. But luckily, the health state won't actually matter for me. I like how just on the stage doing his crow pose, like... Is he... Who's he doing that for? Us? Alright, now, deepest apologies, everyone. Deepest apologies. I am skipping that cutscene. Why? We're gonna watch it with the regular mode enabled. I have to actually quit the game and reload it. Why? Giraffe mode will crash my PlayStation. So, if you want to do giraffe mode speedrunning, you have to actually take a hit of time on the tower. So let's see. And now we're on the tower as well, so we can go... There we go. The reason why, I think, is because there's one room that has more enemies than usual, and the background's really active. So it just can't handle all the resources that Giraffe Mode brings out. That's my only answer to that question, by the way. I don't think I have an answer outside of that. You're going to be birdseed. What a line. Judah's gonna capture the crow, and you're going to be birdseed. Alright, so now we're on the final chapter and the final enemy of the game. We are on... Well, not second to final chapter, I should say. But now we're in the tower. The tower has cultists. They're kind of an easier enemy to deal with, and they just say Judah. We're also on the normal design of the game, so we kind of lose the giraffe mode for just the tower. Once we get the next level, we'll bring it back. Don't you worry. But this screen will crash the game if I have giraffe mode on. I don't know why it's the screen. For some reason, once you go further into the room, I guess the background's just too much. And every time I've played it, it's just crashed on me. And the only way to not do it was turn off giraffe mode. Giraffe mode does come back. We come back for the finale, so we'll turn that on. But just understand right now that if I turn on giraffe mode, right here, this screen in particular, I think it's that thing on the right, that like trippy orange design. For some reason, it just breaks the game if giraffe mode's on. I don't know the fix. I don't know why. I just had to turn off giraffe mode for a bit. What's with the heads? We had to fix the heads. It's regular heads. That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking that there's actually too many polygons, and the game doesn't really, or the console doesn't know how to handle the majestic crow city of angels. But that's how it goes. The tower's a bit of a tough level. I think most of the rooms are rather easy, but there will be a few that are kind of rough. Also, that guy just killed the enemy for me. Wow, what a hero. Too bad that you're dead now. I mean, I guess teamwork makes the dream work, right? By the way, I really love brawlers that let enemies attack each other. I don't know why these enemies would be attacking each other, but it does make me happy. Alright, let's get rid of the gun, by the way. New gun.
Judah.
Now the necks are wrong. The necks will be back. We had to turn off giraffe mode for a bit. But it will be back, I assure you. Alright, there should be guys over here, I think. Yep, they're there. Walk into this. Good. I'm glad that everyone's missing giraffe mode. I do love giraffe mode, but we had to turn it off. The game would have crashed otherwise.
Judah.
Alright, I'm out of ammo. I guess it's good to know. Also, I kind of mentioned earlier too, giraffe mode doesn't really change the hitting at all. Giraffe mode will quite literally just make the necks long. It doesn't change hitboxes whatsoever. The only thing it changes is the hilarity of the game. Alright, so we're going to get this gun right here. This is going to be a grenade launcher, and this room is going to have a couple of dudes who are further away. Luckily, grenade launchers actually have a property of homing. I guess they're homing grenade launchers. I don't know why. But the reason why that's nice is because then I don't have to worry. I can just pop. But I don't want them the whole time. Shotgun is much preferable, so we're going to get rid of that. What's wrong with the heads? Oh, no. Now, why am I worried about the tower? You might be asking yourself, hey, this seemed pretty easy so far, right? The next few rooms are going to be full of people who don't really understand that the tower's not a large level. Oh, I probably could have ran up to him. That'll be fine. We'll play it safe. What's going on in the story? We've killed the gang of people that murdered our son and us, so now we're taking out the leader of the gang, Judah. Oh, okay. I'm glad that, worked out. Thanks, game. Please, Doc. By the way, I might be dead. This might be GG on the tower. I mean, I have to come back here. I got popped by 2 full automatic guns. I definitely have my moments of that's never happened before right now, and that's really bad because the next 2 rooms are filled with explosives. This is the guy in the Crow City of Angels, not the first crow, but the second one. Sarah is in the game. Sarah was the person they said who is Birdseed. Alright, run up to him immediately, please. Well, that did no damage to me, and that's really good. I lucked out. Oh my god. Okay, I went from really bad luck to really good luck. And then I take the grenade launcher so they can't have it. Wow, okay, this worked out. Maybe. I'm not gonna say that yet, because I've had times where someone walks in, and then they immediately, bomb me, and I die.
Judah.
Oh god, there it is.
Judah.
Please do... Please do not... You are 2 feet away from me. What do you think happens if you try bombing me? Well, that guy's killing himself right now with grenades. You can see my dilemma of 3 enemies all having grenades, right? You know what? You know what? Bravo! Bravo! They did my job for me. Bravo! Oh, the staff is also a grenade launcher, by the way. Oh, that's the thing, Wondrous. The grenade launcher is a grenade launcher. The 2 other grenade launchers in the rooms are also grenade launchers. And the staff is a grenade launcher. So everyone's firing grenades in that room. And you can die very easily. I was actually kind of scared. What was that face? Judah, the Crow, and Sarah. Thought it was a broom? It was actually a grenade launcher. Let me dust you in hell. And then grenade launcher comes out.
Sarah!
Ash, you've got to get out of here. Judah's killed the crow and taken your power.
It was his destiny to come here, Sarah. Just as it was yours.
Oh, it's about to get weirder, by the way, because we're not done yet. We still have 2 levels.
My son's dead.
They're short, but we still have 2.
I've tasted the blood of the crow and cut your link to the land of the dead.
Go to hell.
Already been there, and I must admit I liked what I saw. You're a crow. Let's see you fly.
Alright, so that happens. And now we're going to a level called Borderland. We're going to be resetting the game for a moment, though, because I have to input the code. Also, this is going to let me get a health refresh. See, draft mode's kind of nice, because we have to turn that back on. I mean, it is a major player here, right? So... back on, and now... There we go. Okay, so now we're back to giraffe mode. Tower is the only level in the game that crashes. Every other level seems fine. I do lose time for doing this, but that's all part of the estimate. I'm glad that it looks like we're going really underestimate, in fact.
Nothing can save you.
So, how does this fight work? Judah's going to slam the ground and summon zombies at me. Every time a zombie dies, it explodes. As they do. You know how zombies work? I'm not exactly sure what this is supposed to represent. I don't quite remember this in the movie, but I haven't seen the movie in years. But, yeah, we're currently in Borderland. I guess it's like the other world or something, and we're currently fighting for our life. But this is phase 1 of the final boss fight. It's 2 phases. I'm trying to make sure I don't explode too much. I also try to want to end these with forward attacks, because if I end them with lariats, I will actually bomb myself. Yeah, it's very Mortal Kombat, isn't it? Alright, good. One more kick. One more. One. Come on. Walk into this. Come on. That worked. And then Judah just blows himself up. Congratulations, we beat in round 1. There you go.
Where's your precious power now?
No! Oh, Ash.
All right, time for the final showdown. We're on the final boss. It's Judah. More of the same. Punching is actually really good against Judah, so we can take him out really quick. This fight's hard. Judah also has the power to, guess what? Fire rockets from his hands. So he also has grenades. He'll always open up with a grenade if he's not in range. But what we want to do is try to get close to him, hopefully on screen. Once again, kicking is gonna be the valid move. Judah hits like a truck, but the cool thing is he is rather easy to stun lock if you know what you're doing. Kicking is fine. However, I would actually like to gain some proximity closing, so now I can punch. If you can't punch him, make sure you get back in range, because Judah is really weak to fists. If you can get them. Good. Already halfway done. Fight's almost done, and time is about to be coming up. There we go. Almost at it. Good. But yeah, this has been the Crow so far. Missed. Good. I'm glad we didn't get the rocket, because the rocket's quite mean. Alright, oh, got one. And let's see. Good kick. And
I have your power.
exactly. Oh my god, he's stepping on me. GG. What a kick. 115.33. By the way, I got like a 130 in practice. And I think my world record's a 112 now. But yeah, 115. That's actually really good. I hope that you all enjoyed The Crow. Before I do leave, we will watch this cutscene. Also, I'll show you horrifying sleep paralysis demons, but I do want to say thank you for joining me on this journey of a game that is probably one of the worst games you'll ever watch. There's a lot of bad games out there, and this is absolutely one of them. I love The Crow, and I'm happy that I picked this game up, because God, it is
hoping that somehow,
something.
someday, they'll be reunited.
Yeah, I've been Ecdycis. I do a lot of horror games and horror game accessories, so if you're into that, well, there you go. I do a lot of bad ones and sometimes good ones, but mostly bad, so yeah. Hope you all have been having a good day, and let's, while we're looking at this Crow here, let's actually look at Stickman mode, since we have a little bit of time left over. Also let the, well, The Crow's a horror franchise. Anyway, really quick, allow me to show you Stickman mode. Fun fact, it combos with Giraffe mode. And this is what we call a sleep paralysis demon. Why? I'm just gonna show you what he looks like, and I'll let you judge for yourself. I'm pretty sure this is what I've seen in my actual nightmares. Yes, it combos. So I still have Giraffe mode on, but now I have Stickman mode on. This is an actual mode in the game. I don't use it because I literally can't see anything when it's on. When you get some awful camera angles, you literally can't see what's happening. But this is Stickman mode. It turns every single enemy in the game into a Stickman as well. Not only you, but everyone's a Stickman. So you have to wonder, how are they saying, "Hey, clown face," when, like, how would they know? You can't even see his face. No, items are still the same. So if you got a beer bottle, it's still a beer bottle. But Stickman mode. Well, I hope that you've enjoyed The Crow. This is really the best way I can kind of end this, I suppose. I think his feet's the most horrifying part. They're like just a couple of sticks. But yeah, that was The Crow City of Angels. Thank you all for watching, and I hope that this game does not leave any imprinting nightmares on you. Yeah.